In our country, the RAV4 often becomes the second car in the family. It, as a rule, is chosen by the fair sex. Therefore, the image of a female car is firmly entrenched behind the SUV, especially behind the three-door. In addition to the three-door modification, a five-door and a convertible were produced, which is very rare. Traditionally for SUVs, the RAV4 has a load-bearing body structure. You cannot be afraid of corrosion. The metal panels of the car are galvanized. The tailgate is with a large overhang. Besides, a full-size spare wheel is fixed on it, so the door hinges wear out over time. The door sags and does not close well. Salon RAV4 is made qualitatively and soundly. Even on copies of the first years of production, plastic parts do not become loose and do not creak. There are no cardinal innovations in the interior of the 1998 restyled version. Only the instrument panel has been slightly modified, and instead of the four-spoke steering wheel, a more sporty three-spoke steering wheel has appeared. Most vehicles are equipped with power windows, power door mirrors, and a height-adjustable steering column. There are also versions with air conditioning. Thanks to the high seating position, visibility from the driver's seat is very good. But in the front seats it will be convenient for people slightly above average height, but the high ones will clearly feel the insufficient range of their longitudinal adjustment. In the three-door modification, only two passengers can normally sit on the gallery, and the trunk volume of the car in the traveling state is only 175 liters. But the five-door, with a wheelbase extended by 210 millimeters, is more versatile and claims to be a family car. 3 people can already fit in it in the rear seats, and much more cargo can be put in the trunk. Volume 410L. Engine. Only 2 engines were installed on the RAV4, a 2.0-liter gasoline, 16-valve, 3S FE, 128 horsepower, and its Force version 3S GE, 165 horsepower. However, even a 128 horsepower motor provides the three-door with good dynamics, accelerating it to hundreds in 10.1 seconds. Both motors are reliable and durable, with timely maintenance. A mileage of 300 to 350,000 kilometers is not the limit for them. By the way, the 3S FE engine has proven itself well on the Carina E model, known for its indestructibility. There are no typical problems with the motors during operation. Moreover, they are able to forgive the owners for poor service, even if the belt breaks. The fatal meeting of the pistons with the valves, as a rule, does not occur. However, it is better to change the timing belt along with the tensioner pulley every 100,000 kilometers. The period is indicated for the original spare part. Due to the tight layout of the engine compartment, this is a rather troublesome and expensive procedure. The replacement of this part is also significantly complicated by the ABS block, located very close to the timing guard, so you have to use a special tool for the procedure. During repair work, it is imperative to check the condition of the water pump, since it is also driven by the timing belt. Many motorists will probably be surprised by the fact that in a car manufactured in the mid-90s, engines in the old-fashioned way need to adjust the thermal clearances of the valves. But it needs to be done quite rarely, every 100,000 kilometers. Transmission. Of course, the RAV4 is not suitable for combat rally raids. It does not have a reduced range of gears in the transfer case, and it does not have wheel differential locks. The transmission for the car was borrowed from the rally all-wheel drive Toyota Celica GT4. At the same time, permanent four-wheel drive and 200mm ground clearance allow the RAV4 to overcome a not-too-serious road obstacle, for example, a short stretch of muddy country road. Significantly increases the vehicle's cross-country ability by locking the center differential, which in versions with mechanics is activated using a button mounted on the center console. In cars with automatic transmission, the lock is electronically controlled in automatic mode. There are no special complaints about the operation of gearboxes of both types. 5-speed manual and 4-speed automatic gearboxes will be able to go at least 300,000 kilometers. One of the main conditions for the durability of these units is tightness control and timely oil change, along with the filter and a crankcase gasket. In the mechanics, every 60,000 kilometers. In the automatic, 40,000 kilometers. In a manual gearbox, the Razdatka, which transmits torque to the wheels, has a lubrication system common with the gearbox, but in an automatic one it is separate. Therefore, after changing the oil in the machine, it is worth remembering that after another 20,000 kilometers it will be necessary to renew the lubricant in the Razdatka. In addition, Every 40,000 kilometers it is necessary to change the oil in the front and rear gearboxes. These nodes are like, however, the cardan shaft with outboard bearings and crosses served without problems. Suspension. Independent front suspension and multi-link rear suspension provide good stability and ride comfort. In domestic operating conditions, after 40 to 50,000 kilometers, it is necessary to change the bushings of the front anti-roll bar. Most other suspension parts have a fairly long service life, 100 to 150,000 kilometers. Despite this, it is recommended to visit the service regularly, every 40,000 kilometers, in order to check the camber of the front and rear wheels and lubricate the adjustable joints. If this is not done, then, as a rule, the eccentric bushings for adjusting the camber of the rear wheels tightly turn sour. Then you have to cut off the rusted bolts with a grinder and change the lower link, in the silent block of which eccentric bushings are installed. Steering. In power steering, rack oil seals may leak over time. Replacing the seals will be expensive, since this will have to dismantle the rail. In addition, the steering shaft sleeve is also broken. But the tips and steering rods serve about 200 and 100,000 kilometers, respectively. Brake system. There are no special comments on the brakes. But every 40,000 kilometers, the rear drums need to be serviced, lubricating the self-advance mechanism of the pads. RAV4 can be recommended to young people who lead an active lifestyle and often go on picnics away from the asphalt jungle of domestic megacities. But are you ready to meet the needs of this SUV? After all, maintenance, spare parts, and the car itself are not cheap.